They say success begins with money, but the truth is money is only the echo of something deeper. Every millionaire's journey begins long before the first paycheck, before the first win. It begins in silence, in a single thought that no one else can see. That thought whispers, maybe I'm meant for more. Most people ignore it. They shrug it off, telling themselves they're just being unrealistic. But a very few, listen. And that's where everything changes. Because the truth is, broke isn't a bank balance. It's a mindset. It's the quiet belief that you can't, that life is fixed, that effort doesn't matter. It's invisible, yet it shapes every choice, every habit, every limit. People wake up trapped not by poverty but by perspective. They wait for a lucky break, for a savior, for a miracle. But those who rise stop waiting. They start thinking differently. They stop asking, what do I have? And start asking, what can I become? Every transformation begins with a confrontation, the moment you realize that no one is coming to save you. For some, that realization comes through failure. For others, it's born in frustration. But for all, it's painful. The world teaches you to avoid pain, yet pain is the signal that you're still alive, that there's still more within you to give. One man once said, I was broke, broken, and bitter, until I stopped blaming life and started building myself. That's the first mindset shift, from victim to creator. When that happens, reality bends. You begin to notice opportunities where others see dead ends. But mindset isn't built overnight. It's shaped in the dark, in those moments when no one believes in you, not even yourself. You'll question everything, your worth, your choices, your purpose. And yet, this questioning is the fire that forges a new identity. Millionaires aren't people who found a shortcut. They're the ones who kept walking when shortcuts disappeared. They learned to see failure as feedback, rejection as redirection, and effort as evidence of growth. Their power comes not from what they have, but from what they believe they can handle. There comes a moment in everyone's story where the voice of fear becomes deafening. It tells you you're wasting time, that others are better, that success isn't for you. But in that exact moment, you're being tested, not by fate, but by focus. Fear doesn't disappear. It gets replaced by faith in small, consistent actions. The broke mindset asks, what if I fail? The millionaire mindset asks, what if this works? That single switch, from doubt to curiosity, is where potential ignites. You'll start to notice how the world reacts differently when your energy changes. People who once doubted you begin to take you seriously, not because you've made it, but because you've changed your frequency, from desperation to direction. Your standards rise. You start saying no to distractions, no to excuses, no to comfort that costs your dreams. This discipline doesn't feel like punishment anymore. It feels like freedom. The same hours that once slipped away now become bricks in your foundation. And when results finally arrive, they don't shout, they whisper. You'll remember every night you stayed awake planning, every moment you almost quit, every time you pushed through without recognition. That's the quiet satisfaction of transformation, knowing you became someone your past self would look up to. You realize wealth was never the goal, freedom was. The ability to choose, to create, to live without fear. But the journey never really ends. Every level of growth will challenge your old identity. Success will test your humility. Money will test your purpose. The same mindset that took you from broke to thriving must now evolve again, from survival to service. True abundance isn't measured by how much you keep, but by how much you give back. Because once you learn how to change your life, the greatest privilege is helping others change theirs. So if you're standing at the edge of doubt today, wondering if it's too late, too hard, or too far, remember this: every millionaire once stood exactly where you are. The only difference is they took one step forward when everything inside them screamed to stop. That's the moment your new life begins. Not when you have it all figured out, but when you decide to keep moving anyway. Because the real shift doesn't happen in your wallet. It happens in your mind. And when that shift takes root, everything else follows. Share this story with someone who's still waiting for the right moment, and remind them, the right moment starts the second they decide to move.